Good afternoon from Porsche of Ocala. I'm Scotty, one of the Porsche product geniuses over here, and today we're taking a look at this beautiful 2018 Porsche Cayenne. Now the Porsche Cayenne is going to be coming with a 3.6 liter V6 naturally aspirated that generates about 300 horsepower and about 295 foot-pounds of torque. Now this being a 2018 is going to come with a lot of great features, standard of course, some of which are going to include these 20-inch light alloy wheels. Give a great accent about the car, really just brings it all together. This car, of course, can be finished in a jet black metallic with an absolutely gorgeous Luxor beige interior. Let's go ahead and show that now. And we'll go a little more in depth in here in just a moment, but I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek there. This car, I love the color combination, really sharp. Now let's go ahead and just take a look at the window stickers so we can see what options are going to be coming with this car. Now this is going to be a Platinum edition, so a lot of the features of this car are going to come as standard. We can see right now this car is going to be equipped with the premium package, which is going to give it things like the panoramic moonroof, the seat ventilation in the front, which is just a necessity here in Florida, especially with the heat that we've been having. And here it's going to be a warm winter this year especially. Comfort lighting package, which is going to essentially give you the ambient lighting all throughout the doors. And of course the memory package, which is going to include the power seats with the memory seats as well. Park assist front and rear with the reversing camera. Once again, that's all included in the premium package. Then we have seat heating front and rear. Once again, winter may be coming up. It might be a warm winter, but it's still going to be very useful to have those, especially for the rear passengers as well. And of course, right over here, we're going to have the trailer hitch. Now, what's really nice about Porsche is that they actually have a 7,700-pound towing capacity. It's way up there. Absolutely crazy what these cars can tow. And they do come standard with all-wheel drive, which is another great thing. But let's go ahead and start off in the front over here. We are going to see this is going to have the 4-point kind of signature Porsche LED headlights. You can just see, I really love these new headlights. They just give a really nice accent around the car. You can just tell it's a Porsche coming right down the road. They come with LED daytime running lights down below right over here. And of course, LED fog lights down below as well. I'm going to see the front of the Cayenne is just absolutely gorgeous. Really sharp looking. Let's go ahead and come over here to the driver's side. We'll do a little walk around to the rear. And of course, the Cayenne did receive a slight facelift a couple years ago, and we can actually see the new taillights on the rear as well. And these are going to be LED as well, very sharp looking. Of course, we have the dual exhaust, and there's our little trailer hitch we were mentioning about earlier. But let's go ahead and take a look at the trunk. And the trunk of the Cayenne is absolutely cavernous. And what's really nice at the Cayenne compared to the Macan, the Cayenne rear seats can actually be adjusted based on the pitch, or you can just fold them down entirely. Once again, bringing a lot of comfort to the rear passengers. We still do have the rear privacy screen over here, as you'd expect. The tailgate is electronically closing. But let's go ahead and head to the back seats and take a look at that. So as I was mentioning, you can actually recline these seats into any position that you really wish them to, especially if you want a little more comfort for the rear passengers, or you can just fold them down as a whole just by a little squeeze of a handle right down over here, which is really nice. But if you do have those rear passengers that want that little bit more reclining feature, I'm going to squeeze the same handle. I won't be able to really show this on camera because it's going to be a little awkward there. So I'm going to squeeze that handle, and I'm going to recline the seat back. And I can recline it back up to, if I remember correctly, about 25 degrees, which is really sharp. And you can see how much more upright that seat is over here compared to these, which are much more reclined. And then you can also adjust the forward and back position in case you either want more storage or more legroom. So we can just squeeze that, press it back, and the seats will give us more legroom. And once again, that's another thing that's a little hard to show without being inside the car. And I'm going to scoot this one over here up, and we'll see the difference. Ooh, quite a difference. There we are. And now you can see how much absolutely you can just create either a massive amount of storage space in the back or a massive amount of leg room for the rear passengers as well. You can see it's quite a difference, which is really nice. And of course, if we lift up this little guy right over here, you're going to have your spare tire right over here in a very nice, subtle color, of course. But you can hide a bunch more stuff down there as well. Of course, you do have the little storage capacities on the side. Very nice. But this being a Porsche, after all, it is all about the drive. Now let's go ahead and head inside, and we start mentioning some of the things on the interior before we start talking about the drive of this car. And I'm going to scoot these back. Now the Luxor beige seats are going to be 14-way power seats with memory on both the front seats as well. And of course, there's going to be your forward and back position, the height, the tilt. This is going to be your thigh support right over here. Of course, pitch of your back. And then we have 4 ways of lumbar adjustment right over here. But we're going to go ahead and hop in here and start talking about the interior. Now, standard on the Platinum Edition is going to be the Bose surround sound system, which is a 14-speaker, 665-watt surround sound stereo system. It's a really incredible banging system, and it gives you full customization. Now, what I really like about Porsche is they allow you to customize the equalizer based on what source you're listening to. So you're not stuck with one set of with one kind of equalizer for FM, AM, and satellite. You can actually customize it per source, which is really no auto manufacturer really does that, which is a shame. But Porsche really thought ahead about that when it allows us to do so. We can come right over here and see that, and it lets us know for Sirius XM only. And if I were to change the source and come to FM, then I can hit set sound over here. And now it says set FM. So it really allows us to fully customize. If you're a big audiophile like I am, you can really get the full experience out of the surround sound system without having to constantly adjust it for everything that you're listening to. So it's really nice there. Of course, this car is going to come equipped with navigation with the online traffic. This will be having, and if I lift up this little guy right over here, the Connect Plus module. Now, what that's essentially going to give us is the functionality for the remote app, allowing us to unlock, lock the car, track the car, send addresses to it. It's going to give us the online traffic information with Google Maps. Really sharp thing to have right over there. It also lets us know that this car is going to come with a internet hotspot built into the car. So you're going to have a 3-month, 3-gig trial just right off the bat, and then if you like, you can purchase a data plan through AT&T, and you can have unlimited data if you're trying to keep the kids happy when you're going on a long trip. Always make them happy. They can watch Netflix in the back or whatever they want to do. Really cool stuff. Now, coming over here to the drive. Now, the Porsche started putting very similar to the 918 steering wheel in all their new cars. As we can see, it's a very nice 3-point steering wheel with multimedia functions right over here. Here's our volume here. Answering and hanging up phone calls right over here. This little guy is actually a customizable button. It can be set for multiple different functions. Right now, I just have it to disable the automatic start and stop button. So you can see right over here. Might help there. Pretty cool little feature there. That can be customized for many different things, even things such as repeating navigation instructions, just simple things like that. But once again, that's all set per the key. Now, what's really nice is, once again, Porsche thinking about everything. They allow you to customize your seat settings, but they also have this little key button. Now, what that allows you to do is essentially set all your settings per the key. So when you unlock the car with your particular key, all your settings are there, but maybe your significant other, your wife, anything like that, were to unlock the car with their key, it's going to go to their settings. So you don't have to worry about, oh, well, I don't want them to mess with my settings. I'm going to have to come back and change this, that. Porsche thinks ahead of that. You don't have to worry about it. The car does it all for you. It's really sharp, and all you have to do is just go set and key, and that's it. Everything is done, and we're good to go. Of course, we do have the electronic parking brake right over here, nice and easy. Automatic headlights, automatic windshield wipers, as you expect to find in a Porsche. But some of the other cool little features you're going to have over here are going to be the front headlight washers are right down below and right where my thumb is located. We are going to have the rear wiper back here as well, which we can turn that on by nice and easy there. We can wash the front windshield. Pretty cool stuff. Of course, we can hang up, answer the phone with these little buttons right over here. But I always liked about Porsche, they try to keep all driver focus on the road. So what they do is they put all the media integration and everything like that available for the driver right over here in the digital display. And it's all controlled by this little dial right where my thumb is right here. So I'm going to twist this little dial. And there's our tire pressures, trip information, phone information, map, navigation, radio information, and back to vehicle information. It's all right here, so you don't have to keep constantly looking over, back over, back over. You can just keep all driver focus on the road and let the passenger do other functions of the car if you wish. So it's a really cool little idea that they had right there, and we are starting to see this in all Porsches, which is really sharp right there. I really like that one. Of course, we do have the paddle shifters. Now, this is going to be equipped with an 8-speed automatic transmission. And that 8-speed transmission paired with the 3.6-liter V6 is going to bring this car to a 0 to 60 of only 7.3 seconds. So it's an incredibly fast, incredibly capable car. That's also very practical, being able to tow up to 7,700 pounds, still be able to get upwards of 23 miles per gallon on the highway, especially for a car of this size. That's very impressive. So really cool there. Now we come right over here to the center console, which is main controls for the AC system, as well as the seat controls right over here. We have the ventilated and heated seats right over here, mirrored on both sides. Very nice there. Of course, the auto climate control, which is featured on both sides as well. Everything is going to be mainly mirrored. Of course, temperature control, fan speed. We do have the hazards right over here. Now, once again, this being a practical car, we do have the downhill descent control. Now, we don't see much use of that here in Florida, especially since we have no mountains. But if you're going down a steep mountain road, you don't have to worry about heating up the brakes or anything like that. Just hit this little button. It'll bring the car to about 5 miles an hour, and you just steer down the very steep mountain until you're at the bottom, and then you're good to go. Really cool feature there. Once again, back to practicality. This does have a differential locking system right over here. Right now, if we're on road, we don't have to do anything. The car takes care of all that for us. But if we start heading off-road, maybe into a little bit of sand, we can just set that for off-road mode. We get a little indication right over there in the dash, which I'll reactivate right over there, and it lets me know off-road mode is on. Oh, man, we're starting to get stuck in that sand. What we could do is we could turn on this little guy, and that locks the center differential, allowing all 4 tires to spin fully without only allowing one to spin if it starts losing grip. So it really makes it very difficult to get stuck. And we can, of course, come right over here. We do have sport mode right over here. Now, that's going to sharpen up the suspension, hold the transmission gearing a little longer. Really just sharpens up the whole car to drive much more sporty. Really livens this thing up. Just makes it so much more fun and really makes it feel like a true Porsche. Let's go ahead and turn that off in the meantime. We can see the RPMs drop a little bit. The exhaust is going to quiet up, everything like that. And I just really love the accenting. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the interior of this car. We can see the sports chrono style clock right over here. Just a very nice display. It just shows you display information, so you can just set it right over there. I'm a little bit of a cautious person when it comes to my time, so I always like to set things about 5 minutes back. And what's really nice is Porsche, you can either have it for automatically setting your time for you, or you can just physically customize if you want a 24-hour, you want to be 5 minutes ahead, 5 minutes back, or just let the navigation system update it for you automatically. So really cool there. Of course, auto dimming mirror right over here. Garage door openers right over here. We have 3 of those. And up here is just mainly going to be the interior lighting control. We can see right over there, really sharp. These will turn on the rear ones. This one turns on all the lights. And this is all LED interior lighting as well, so very nice looking. And of course, we do have that extended moonroof, as we mentioned before. Goes all the way to the back seats. And that's going to be controlled from this little guy right over here. Now, this little guy controls the screen, while this little guy right over here controls the actual glass. So it's very nice, very easy to operate. No problems there. Plenty of storage space in this car as well. Cavernous glove boxes. Center console has plenty of storage. The door cards on the side have massive amounts of storage. It looks like you can fit a whole gallon of milk in there, I swear. Same thing on the driver's side. Rear seats are very similar. Plenty of storage space for water bottles or anything like that. Very nice. Plenty of room inside the car. Let's just do another look around. Now let's go ahead and talk about the infotainment system. Now the infotainment system on Porsche is just so easy to operate. It's all one button press away. If you want to go to tuner, you bring your tuner and you go back to the last page you're on for that section. In this case, I was on FM. Now if I want to change the source, I just hit source. Aha, what do I want to do? I want to select Sirius XM. Nice and easy. There I am. No problems there. If I wanted to go to my media for my CD, which is right over here, my SD card, which is located under this little plate that we've already lifted up, we can just select that. Not a problem there. I can hit phone, go to telephone, navigation for navigation. And the navigation system is incredibly easy to operate. As you can see, they give you a template that you can go by, as any other navigation system does. But what Porsche really does nicely is I can just come over here to search and just type in the address that I'm looking for as a whole, such as the dealership. So I'm just going to go 5145 Southwest College Road. Aha, there it is. Simple as that. It lets me know it's 600 feet away, and that is entirely correct, and I can save that either as a favorite destination, or I just hit start. In this case, I'm just going to hit start. And we can hear the navigation system speaking to me, not a problem there. And there we are. Now we're on our way. And if we want to cancel it, it's even easier. All I have to do, there's a little proximity sensor on this screen right over here. So as soon as I bring my hand close, aha, there it is. There's all of our information, and I can just hit stop right over here. Simple as that. It's an incredibly easy system to operate. No complications at all. Very easy to learn. Very cool stuff as well. I can come right over here to car as well and to see more trip information. You see, there it is. Nice and easy. And I can come to home, and it gives you almost like an Apple-style layout for selecting certain things depending on what you want to do. You can come over here to apps. And since this does have the Connect Plus module, I can see things like fuel prices, news reports, weather, everything like that. And it's going to be loading the content. So let's go ahead and take a look at this lovely weather we're having out here with all those beautiful storm clouds. We're sneaking in between that. We can see, okay, Ocala is 73 degrees. Right now it's going to be a little cloudy. You can set as another destination if you're planning for a trip, but it's really cool little feature there. Really neat stuff. And there's a little bit more information. We can see 4 hours of sunshine. Looks like there's going to be 6-mile-an-hour winds. Precipitation now is at 10% because we just got done raining like crazy. But pretty cool stuff there, really useful information. We can scroll over here to an extended one. This really gives you access to almost everything that your smartphone can do just right on this infotainment system right over here. So it's a very easy system to operate. But let's go ahead and come back to outside the car and let's show off that engine. Let's see if I can find that little latch there. I swear it gets harder each and every time. There we are. And here you can see with the heart of the Porsche, the 3.6-liter V6 with 300 horsepower, 295 foot-pounds of torque. Very clean, very easy engine to look at. Very nice styling even under here. Let's go ahead and step back and do another walk around. Now, if you do have any more questions regarding this car, just let us know. We're always happy to get you all taken care of over here. But other than that, we hope you have a great day, and we hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye.